Hello, welcome to today's immigration tidbit. Okay, well, you stated received voluntary departure, so I'm assuming you actually left before the date the voluntary departure was up. And it depends. Sometimes you get, 60 days, sometimes you get less, and sometimes you have to leave right away. Now, if you did not leave before the time was up, that voluntary departure just turned into a deportation order, even if you left one day after you were supposed to and it wasn't your fault. Okay, that means you have a deportation order. So I am assuming that you left when you were supposed to. Now, the best path for reentry is very similar to someone who has never been here. It depends. Okay, you might be able to come back through a family-based petition. If the visa number is current, you might be able to come back if you get an employer to petition you. You might be able to get a non-immigrant work visa. One thing that's unlikely to work, which a lot of people try, is they think that after a voluntary departure and after overstaying for 6 years, they can just get a visitor visa and come back and visit. You will not be able to convince a consulate official and then an official at the point of entry in the U.S. that you're intending on actually leaving when you're supposed to. They just won't believe you since you already overstayed and got voluntary departure. So it'll have to be some kind of business visa or work permit or family or employment based for the green card, depending on your situation. Now, keep in mind that just because you got voluntary departure doesn't mean that you are not inadmissible on any other grounds. Certainly, if you overstayed, let's just say you overstayed 2 or 3 years and then you end up in removal proceedings and you get voluntary departure, that's fine. You don't have a deportation order, but you are inadmissible based on the 10-year bar, and you need to file a waiver of the 10-year bar. And there's multiple other issues depending if you had a prior crime, misrepresentation, fraud, things like that. And so your case will depend, but certainly there are ways of getting back, but it's not just, turning back and coming back around as a visitor. Okay?